Good evening, my dear friends.
Good evening.
Yes,
Good
you
evening.
can unmute yourself. So, good evening to you all. I welcome you all warmly into this particular occasion. And we are going to have a 3-day webinar. Today, we are going to have a goal setting exercise. So, goal setting is very important for all of us. To get success, we need goal setting exercise. So, this particular webinar is going to give you great amount of insights into goal setting. So I welcome Mr. Naveen Kumar Garsa. So you're most welcome, sir. And Pratiksha Srivatsava, you're most welcome, madam.
Hello.
Mr. Vijay Pimpalkar, you're most welcome, Mr. Vijay. And Mr. Jay Sundar, you're most welcome, sir. And of course, Mr. Kalimuttu Selvam, I request you kindly switch on your video. And I welcome Mr. Jailal Damodar. Kindly switch on your video, Mr. Jailal Damodar. So this software is designed in such a way that you will be deleted if your video is off, right? So today's let me take this particular few more people are joining. Let me admit.
Yeah, sure. We will wait.
So Jafar Sadiq, good. Neeraj Kumar. So I request you all kindly switch on your video. So this is, I believe in conducting webinars to human beings, so not to blank screens. So let us follow the request. I made your request very clearly. So kindly switch on your video. So Mr. Naveen Kumar, where are you from? You are from which city?
I am from Hyderabad.
Yes, sir. I could not get you.
I'm from Hyderabad. I'm working for one of the MNC. I'm working as a team leader.
Wow, very good. Very good. That's really great. So Mr. Vijay, are you there, sir? Mr. Vijay. So very good. Pratiksha Srivatsava, you're from which city and what do you do?
Yeah, hi, very good evening, all of you. So I'm Pratiksha. I'm from Delhi,
Great.
and I'm also working in one of the MNCs, which is Brookfield Properties, and heading information technology
Wow,
department.
that's really great. So
Thank
Mr.
you.
Yes. So Mr. Jaya Kumar, Jailal Damodar. Could you please introduce yourself, sir? What do you do and you're from which city?
Good evening, sir. Actually, I'm from Kerala, Kollam.
Kollam. Wow, very good.
I'm working abroad in UAE as an accountant.
Very good.
Now in India only.
That's good. So, my dear friends, it's time for us to start the session. I wish you all the best and I wish you great success in your career. And in fact, in this session, as I told you already, we are going to discuss about goal setting exercise. So the goal setting. So I think people are joining a bit late. Chalo, let us admit all the people one by one. So I request you all kindly switch on your video. So I believe then only the life comes into the, because it is not a monotonous session. It is going to be a life-changing session and you are going to get a good amount of information with the best of my ability. I'm not claiming from the rooftops that I know everything in the world and I'm the ultimate. I'm not saying. So with whatever best ability I have, I am going to share with you. And I believe in interacting in a live session with people, screens on. And I do not, I need not remind you again, the blank screen people will be removed. Software is designed in such a fashion, please. So my dear friends, goal. Whenever we heard this word goal during my childhood, I used to remember sports which are involved with goals, like football or hockey. This kind of games I used to remember. So when, of course, when I entered into my career, then I started analyzing and I started understanding the importance of a goal. So recently, I read a book. So that book, this book, particular book, I am going to give you the link of that particular book. It's a radio talk as such. So in that particular radio talk, uh, the few journalists asked the Dr. Schweitzer, a Nobel-winning scientist. They asked him one simple question: Doctor, what is the reason for the particular failure of many people, or what is making people miserable? Then, without any second thought, he gave only one answer. For the success as well as for the failure of the people, there is only one reason, that is the mind of the people. So, for our success, we have to put ourselves into the right direction, our thoughts, our beliefs, and our behavior. So, in fact, the way we see the world, that governs our thoughts, and the way we think, that governs our action. So everything, our success is directly related to our success. Our success is directly related to our thoughts. Our thoughts are directly linked with our success. So they are interlinked. So to be successful in life, we should get a total control over our thoughts. This is what Dr. Schweitzer has said, and it is very much true also. So in fact, before we go any further, one simple question I would like to touch upon. So what does it mean by success? In fact, for success, different people give different answers. Different people give in their way of thinking, as per their way of thinking, as per their perception, people give answer to success. So in a nutshell, if we have to conclude, success means, in fact, again, this is from the radio talk by the Earl Nightingale, the strangest secret in the world. It is actually one of the very old speeches in the world. It's a radio talk that is given by Earl Nightingale. In that particular radio talk, he made it very simple and very clear, that he says success is a progressive realization of the worthy ideal. I repeat, success is nothing but the progressive realization of worthy ideals. So this is what he made it in simple terminology. So success is nothing but we should have an ideal. We should have a kind of thought. We should have a particular driving force for us to reach that particular point. And towards that, after reaching there, and once again, our journey starts towards another ideal. So this is the way progressive realization of worthy ideal is success. So this is one of the best quotations I have ever read. And in fact, different people may have different definitions for success, but all said and done, every individual in the world, every great personality in this world, unanimously they agree with one point: failure, it has got only one simple solution, one simple definition, that is, a failure is nothing but if we are not able to reach our goal, that is a failure. So of course, if we put it in the reverse direction, then reaching successfully our goal is success. So of course, that goal should be worthy enough, and that goal should be progressive. So this is the way life is not a destination. Goal is not a destination. Success is not a destination. Success is a journey. So we should keep ourselves motivated. We should keep ourselves always, in fact, fine-tuned, and we should be in the right direction always. So before we go any further, I welcome you all once again, for the latecomers and for the people who have already joined with me. I wish you all the best. I wish you a great success. And in this particular program, 1.5 hours session today, this is towards a goal setting. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk about public speaking skills. And on third day, I am going to give you the secrets that are stopping us from speaking English fluently. So that particular session is also very important. Third day session, I put it as the 3 secrets that are stopping us from speaking English fluently. You see, all of us are professionals. All of us are in the right direction. We deserve great amount of success. But sometimes our inability to speak English fluently may be stopping us from reaching the New Year heights. So then I made a research kind of thing. In fact, in these 3 days talks, today, tomorrow, as well as on the third day on particular 3 secrets related to fluency in English, these are all my original thoughts. They may be right or they may be wrong, or they may be, if they are appealing to you, you can take from them. And if you feel no, they're not perfect for me, fine, it is up to you. And I am not making any kind of false claims that you are going to get the ultimate things in the life. This is the ultimate webinar. This is if you don't get anything in this webinar, you don't get it anywhere. I'm not saying this. One thing is for sure, these are all my original thoughts. I haven't copied them from YouTube, or I haven't copied them from Google. These are all my original ideas. Whatever have worked for me, those things I am discussing with you. So that is all about this particular webinar. First day, that is today, we are going to discuss this important goal setting exercise. You see, every individual has some ambition in life. Every individual wants to reach a certain position in life. And in fact, in this particular book, as I told you, this radio talk, again, I talked about, there was a wonderful survey that was conducted. He took around 100 people. In fact, Earl Nightingale was talking in that particular radio talk. He took about 100 people, and all of them are aged 25 years. So when they're in their prime youth, they're young. And when the survey was conducted, it was asked, what do you want to be when you turn 60? When you reach the age of 60, what do you want to be? All of them were very confident. All of them were bubbling with joy and bubbling with confidence and enthusiasm. And they said that we want to achieve all the goals that we have in our mind. We want to be millionaires. We want to be billionaires. And we want to live life in a great way. That's really great. So, however, it's quite interesting when they reached 60. This survey was conducted, and in fact, a very scientific survey Dr. Earl Nightingale was talking about in that particular radio talk. So, when they turned 60, it was quite interesting. Only one person was a multi-millionaire amongst them. And 5 people were fine. They were rich enough and they were comfortable. Whereas remaining people were struggling to make their ends meet. And they were struggling and they were depending on others, and they were not successful in their career. They were utter failure, and they were almost a burden to their people. They were depending on others. So then why this particular kind of situation happened? So when analyzed, Dr. Earl Nightingale says only one thing: our success, our failure is directly linked with our thoughts. So we have got thoughts, but there itself, the journey should not stop. We should take the first step, and it should be a progressive one. So we should continue to work progressively towards our ideals, to our worthy ideals or our goals. So in this connection, I recollect one incident. So this particular thing happened 10 years ago. One of my friends, he got a transfer to my city, that is Hyderabad. In fact, I am living in Hyderabad, my dear friends. I am the director of Royal Soft Skills Campus, and my institute, it is into training. I am into full-time training the people into communication skills, soft skills, personality development. And I'm an author, I'm a corporate trainer, and I'm a columnist in local newspapers. And I regularly do appear on various TV channels with these particular topics of personality development, communication skills, and soft skills. So this is what I am. And for the past 20 years, I have been running this institute. Prior to this, I started my career with a pharmaceutical company. I started my career with the pharmaceutical industry. A very humble beginning I have in my career. I started my career as a medical representative in world-renowned pharmaceutical conglomerate IPCA Laboratories. So maybe that's the reason I cannot do away without I cannot do away with my tie. I always live with my tie. Whenever I give a session, I do not get words if there is no tie on me. So this is how this is a professional thing, attachment. My friends affectionately they say that, like in Mahabharata, Karna is there. He was born with kavach and kundal. So in the same way, are you born with a tie or what? Wherever we see you, come only with a tie. So that is the kind of thing. It started with my first job. I started with I started my career with a medical representative job, and in quick successions I got this elevations, and I was one of the youngest national sales training managers in the country. So that particular record is not to be broken. So that is the kind of thing my friends affectionately say me. So however, in the year 2000 I relinquished this particular profession, and I started my own campus in Dilshuk Nagar, and it is rated as the #1 institute in Twin Cities, and I cater to the requirements of professionals. So my core competence area is to assist the professionals in enhancing their confidence and giving them knowledge, giving them fluency skills, giving them soft skills, giving them communication skills, and making them reach further new heights. Because I firmly believe in one fact: what took you here in your career, I'm talking about, what took you here will not take you there. There is a book also with the title, What Took You Here Will Not Take You There. It means with yesterday's skills, you cannot continue in your present job to survive in tomorrow's industry. That's the reason you need to sharpen your skills on a continuous basis. You need to sharpen your skills on a continuous basis. And as long as you consider it as a pleasure, you will take it as a challenge and you will enjoy. And once you start taking it as a burden, then you will feel it as a headache. So this is the only permanent thing in life is the change. So you should continue the life with constant changes. Because if you look back, 10 years, the kind of technology what was available, now it is not there. It is redundant, more or less. So in fact, the technology is changing faster, and the days are changing faster. So you have to be racing against the time, and you have to be enjoying your own success. So again, success is a big debatable topic. Success again is into 4 quadrants: success with self, success with family, success with your society, and finally success with the profession. But unfortunately, most of the people, they consider success means, they only think that success in profession alone is success. So they forget their health. Now, in fact, you see, let me give an example. A person now at our prime minister, for example. So I do not have any personal affiliation or appreciation for him as a person, but I am talking in general. He is above 70, I believe. But you see how agile he is, how active and how dynamic he is. Now, in fact, any politician who reaches 70, by the time he has to depend on others. So he has to take the support of others. So now this is where I am talking about success with the self. When you are taking care of your health by doing proper exercises or brisk walk or yoga or pranayam, whatever, so you are taking care of yourself. That also comes under success with the self. And again, so what are all the skills that are to be developed? What are the skills that are to be learned? If you focus and if you constantly keep learning them, that is also coming under the success with the self. And you keep targets for yourself. You set a goal for yourself, and you are aspiring for a brighter and a better life. You are planning for it. That and all comes under success with the self. Otherwise, what happens is that we keep following the flow. We will be getting drifted by the flow. Whatever people are all saying, this is the trend, you need to do this course, come on, I too do that. And people say that this is a kind of job which is now very hot, I too go for it. So when you have got a clear goal for your life, and that goal is in tune with your passion, that goal is in tune with your happiness, by doing that particular thing you feel very happy. So that way, if you set your goal, your life is going to be more meaningful and even more successful. That and all come under success with the self. Then comes of course success with the family. So in fact, people should be waiting for you, and the moment you enter into the home, your family members faces should get filled with happiness, joy, pleasure, love, affection. So that is the success with family. Whereas not about you people, in general I'm talking about, there are people, the moment they enter into the family, kids run away and they hide somewhere. And wife is scared, oh my god, again this fellow has come, what is the new nonsense he is going to create today. So this is not the success with the family. So success with the family, give allocated time for family, reasonable amount of time. The family members should feel, yes, we are getting the fullest company of this gentleman. So this is the kind of success you need to have with the family. So in the same way, success with the society. So in a nutshell, I'm telling all these things. So ultimately, I am talking mainly about, I'm leading you to goal setting. But to have goal setting, these are all the prerequisites, my dear friends, I'm telling. So when there is goal, but when there is no peace of mind in yourself, and there is no peace in family, and when there is no peace in society, and you have always quarrels with the neighbor and others, and in the company, and in the organization, if you have fights, then how can you be reaching your goal? So third quadrant I'm talking about is a success with society. Unfortunately, in the modern age, modern life, we do not know who is there in our neighborhood, who is there in our neighbor, and who is our neighbor, and what is his name, what is his profession. We do not know. And this is the problem. And in fact, we need to enjoy. Recently, I read a book called Ikigai. How many of you have read that book, Ikigai? No. Anybody? You can put it in the chat box. Yes, if those who have read the book Ikigai. 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 Okay, don't worry. I'm happy that at least I am now able to give you one new piece of information. So the book name is Ikigai. Very good. So Sailesh Sumke, to everyone. No, don't worry, Sailesh. Not only you. I think people haven't heard of that. That's a recent one. Don't worry. In fact, so this is now today itself. You can make it a point to go through that particular book, Ikigai. I write it in the chat box. Don't worry. Ikigai. That particular book deals with this particular topic. Main topic is why Japanese people. The author got the idea about that book. Very good. Anju Bala, to everyone. I have watched its video. Very good. Let us give a big round of applause to Anju Bala. That's really great. So Anju Bala, you can switch on the video. I believe you're all hiding yourself. What is there? What is the necessity for you to hide? So a very old man like me, I'm appearing on the screen. So what is the problem? I don't have hair also, you see. I'm appearing on the screen. So come on. Now I'm talking about Ikigai. That particular book, Ikigai, is mainly the author got one fine day, one particular question in his mind. Is there any person, who is a person who has got more than 100 years? Then he just inquired, Googled. And to his surprise, majority of the people who have crossed their 100 years of age are from Japan. That too, from a particular place in Japan. Then he switched over there. He went over there. He camped over there, and he made a research. He studied their habits. He studied their food habits. He studied their mental condition and all their behavior. Then he come to the conclusion that Japanese people, they always work. That already we know that. But the fact is that they enjoy their work. They do not do this as a routine or else as a laborious job. They don't do it. They enjoy. That is one thing. And they don't do any job, they don't do any work which their heart or passion doesn't permit. So what they like, what they feel happy about, that only they do. So towards the goal, I suggest you strongly that only. So of course, most of you have reached a position in life. So at this juncture, again, to start from the scratch to set a goal, so it is ridiculous if I say that. I'm not saying that way. So in your professional aspects also, there are certain things which will make you happy. So choose them and then decide a goal towards that particular direction. So that is one of the options you can have, at least from now. So towards the goal, this is one strong thing. Your passion should be connected with your goal. Then only you feel like doing it more and more. In fact, what makes you ikigai means, it's a Japanese word. None of you have asked me, sir, what does it mean? So all of you are good boys and girls, huh? You are all listening. So ikigai means what? So that's what that it's a Japanese word. Ikigai means, in fact, I'm not very sure of its pronunciation either. Ikigai is what they have written. In Japanese people, they may call it in different way. I do not know about the pronunciation. Ikigai means the reason or the feeling that makes you feel like getting up early in the morning next day. Oh, I have to do that. A meaning for life. In rough words, if I have to say, a meaning for life. So once we develop a passion towards something, and once we develop a meaning for our life, then it is going to be. So this is one powerful thing I have learned in the recent times. And one more book which influenced me to start this program is, of course, majority of you might have read that book. So that is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I think majority of you might have read that book, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In that book, one of the chapters, the very first chapter rather, is begin with end in mind. Begin with the end in mind. Goal setting is all about that. In fact, for example, you are joining this particular workshop, let us understand. So this, by the end of the workshop, how do you want to be? What is that you want to achieve? Usually I have a 25-day workshop. About that, I'm going to give the details on the 3rd day, and I'm not going to market, I'm not going to pressure anybody to join that course. It is absolutely your choice. So 25-day workshop is there. In that particular workshop, before the day 1, I ask the people, I put a slide, the end. They get confused. Sir, today is the first day. The very first slide, you are putting the end. What is this? So then I tell them, so take time, 5 minutes time you take if you wish. So then think, how do you want to be on the last day of the course? So in that particular 25-day workshop, I gave them the details related to, I gave them knowledge rather, I gave them the skill, to be precise. I gave them the skill in the area of fluency, communication skills, soft skills, and personality development. So because of these skills, 4 pillars for success, it is, we call. Paperless fluency is the product, prime product, which I will be giving in that particular course. So what do you want to? What do you want to get? How do you want to be on the last day of the class? Then accordingly, we are going to design your course. I'm going to customize rather. And of course, when their demands are beyond my domain, beyond the area of my domain, I tell that also openly. Of course, that's a different thing. So ultimately, whenever you are starting a new thing, whenever you are joining any workshop or a course or any kind of a job, for example, always you need to think the thing on the last day. How do you want to be? If you are taking up a new job, imagine how do you want to be on the day of your retirement. In the same way, if I extend this logic further, when you leave this world, I'm sorry to say this, when you leave this world, and how the world should remember you, how the world should remember you, and what kind of feelings people should have towards this. In fact, I conduct how to say, one activity rather. I conduct an activity in that all the lights will be switched off in the room, pitch darkness, and only my voice is being heard in the auditorium. I tell the participants, now imagine that you are visualizing there is a dead body. There is a dead body. and all the people, all your relatives and friends and then neighborhood are all of them have assembled. They are all standing, and the dead body is in the center portion of the hall, and of course very somber atmosphere. So then people are all silent. Now, in fact, unfortunately, that dead body is of none other than yourself. Now, you need to imagine what kind of speech or else what kind of tribute the people are going to pay for you. One person from your family and relatives is taking the mic and is talking about you. And one person from your professional colleagues, and one person from your friends, and one person from any social service organization that you are working for. What are they talking about? As how they are paying tributes about you. So that is ultimate goal in life. So that is how you can design your life. You see, most of us are living life. We are getting drifted away by the life. So how life is taking us, that way we are going. But in fact, when we have a specific goal, how to decide a goal, this is the primary factor. From the Ikigai book, I told you a while ago. Whatever is your passion, accordingly, you start designing your life. Accordingly, you start designing your career, your next step, your next moment, your next day, tomorrow, and your next week, next month, next year, and whole life you design accordingly. According to your passion, what makes you happy, what makes you recreational, what makes you very much powerful for that. But next day morning you feel like getting up with a great amount of joy to perform that particular activity. So that is the true ikigai for you. Accordingly, if you develop your goal, then you are going to be the true winner, because you are going to be inspiring your own self. You are going to give motivation to your own self. Otherwise, when you are doing something which needs motivation to you on a constant basis, it means that you are not doing something which is passionate for you. Very simple fact I am telling. You constantly need motivation. A boss is needed, or a trainer is needed, or some friend is needed to guide you, to motivate you, to inspire you. It means that the kind of activity that you are doing today, it is not an activity which you are doing out of your passion. So check yourself. Are you working in particular, are you doing a particular activity which is in tune with your passion? And of course, I can understand most of you have reached a stage in your career. I am not addressing to the beginners or the freshers. I am not addressing. I know that. Despite that, I am saying this means now you see, when you do not get something you want, at least start something what you have. So now whatever profession you are into, now if you haven't developed a goal, or if you haven't developed a passion as per your ikigai, as per your passion, now start falling in love with your present position. Start falling in love with your present career, and start putting meaningful goals in that particular thing. So this is one of the things I have told you. Second one I told you so far, the most dangerous talk I talked, that is dead body and all. But it's a fact. Ultimately, what is the permanent is, that only is the permanent thing. So for that, you need to make up your mind in such a way how the world should remember you. Accordingly, if you design your career, accordingly, if you design your passion, if your goal is designed in that way, then you are going to have a fulfilled life. So my dear friends, so far whatever I have talked, did I make some sense? If yes, kindly put it in the chat box. Yes, kindly put it in the chat box if you like my talk so far, whatever I did. Thank you. Pratiksha, yes, only Pratiksha so far. Right, Balakrishnan, yes. Sailesh, very good. Jafar, Sadiq, very good. Yes, thank you. Your participation is highly solicited, my dear friends. Your participation is very much needed. So don't be shy. Otherwise, you expect something and I give something. That will happen. So that's the reason. Time to time, I am cross-checking whether I am, because you come to watch hockey, and if I arrange a cricket match, it will be boring. So that's the reason. So whether you are something in tune with my talk, very good. Thank you. Thank you. So, my dear friends, now recently I met a person. He is one of my old friends. So, this all happened recently in the sense that 10 years ago it happened. So, one of my friends, he got transferred to Hyderabad. He made a call. It was a surprise for me. In fact, I lost his number, honestly. So, he somehow he found out my number and he called me up. And he said that, Anand, there is a surprise for you. Now I got transferred to Hyderabad. I am in this Shankar Mutt area. Why don't you come and meet me this Sunday? It was a pleasure for me. Now, while narrating this discussion, I want you people to type also something. I will be asking a question. So listen to me carefully. Now, what I am talking is very important. So I will be asking a question. So it's not a threatening. I'm just giving you a piece of advice. So my friend long back, he was my friend, and he got somehow my address and my phone number. He phoned me up and he met me and he called me up and he asked me to meet because he got transferred to Hyderabad. So up to this, all of you have heard. Chalo. On Sunday, next Sunday, I went to his home. I parked my car and I reached his apartment and I pressed the calling bell, and then the door gently got opened up. Then his son, long back I saw that boy when he was a child. Now he is matured enough. He must be 17 years old, 17 years old boy with some stubble on his face and with the spectacles on his face and some hair falling on his forehead. Of course, I don't have. Chalo. So some hair falling on his forehead and some books, they were under his shoulder, and there was a pen in his hand. Apparently, it is evident that my gentleman, that boy was studying something, and then after listening to my calling bell, he came and he opened. In a casual way, I asked him some question. Before that, I would like to ask you, each of you, I need answer. So each of you can answer me. Naveen Kumar sir, what do you do? What do you do? And all of you unmute and answer, and after that I can mute you. What do you do, Naveen Kumar? What do you do, Pratiksha? What do you do, Jayal? Yes, sir, Naveen. One by one, I'm asking all of you. Yes.
So in that situation, what I will be doing, right?
No. That story is different. I kept it aside. Now I'm coming. What do you do?
Okay, I'm working as a team leader.
Very good. Pratiksha,
You
unmute.
are on mute.
Kindly unmute, Pratiksha. We are not able to get you. Jayal, all of you kindly unmute yourself and then you can give me your answer. Allow participants to unmute. Yes, please. Yeah, Pratiksha, what do you do?
So I'm heading information technology department in Brookfield.
Great. Yes, Mr. Jayalal Damodaran.
I'm working as an accountant in UAE.
Great, sir. So Balakrishnan.
I am working as a manager in a pharmaceutical company.
Very good. Which pharma company?
Zydus Cadila.
Wow, great. Very good. Jafar Sadiq.
Sir, I'm Jafar Sadiq. I am from Kerala. I was working in Saudi Arabia, so I'm free. Okay.
You're free. Okay, don't worry.
I was a Provasi.
Yeah, enjoy. Yeah. Devi Madhuri.
I'm housewife, sir.
Very good. Yes, Mr. Chodi Seti. Ravi, Mr. Ravi. Unmute yourself.
Hi sir. Hi sir. My name is Ravi Shankar. Presently, I'm not doing any job, sir. So as you said, I am looking for my dream job.
Good.
So I'm using this period as a stepping stone for my dream job, sir.
Very good. What is that? If it is not a secret.
I'm looking for a. No, it's not a secret, sir.
Yes, sir.
Actually, I was specifically looking for a technical writer job.
Very good.
Actually, I have done M.Tech in computer science.
Perfect. Very good, sir. I'm very happy. All great professionals are there with me. Pradeep Kumar. Okay. Now, what I am doing, this exercise is very important related to our goal setting. This particular activity is important. So kindly cooperate with me. Yes. Next, Jay Sundar.
Hello.
Yes, please. What do you do, sir? Jay
Sir, I am a banker, sir.
Yeah, very good. Excellent.
Yes,
Fantastic. So now let me go with my story, right? So whatever I have discussed. So now again, let me go ahead with my story. So in this story, it is not a story for your kind of, it's a real thing happened. So I went to my friend's house and I knocked I pressed the calling bell, and his son opened the door, and that boy is hardly 17 years old in white kurta pajama with a stubble on his face, with a pen in his hand, with the books in his shoulders, and a bespectacled boy, and some tiredness in his face. In a casual way, the way I asked you people, I asked him also. His name is Gautam Harsha, because long back during his childhood, I saw him. I asked Gautam Harsha, "Hey Gautam, what do you do? What are you doing?" Then honestly, I'm telling, I expected similar answer what you people gave, because I was also giving that kind of answer when I was before meeting that boy. I too used to give the similar kind of answer. I am running a training center. I am a corporate trainer, whatever. But that boy gave an answer which changed my perception related to goal setting. Means in Hindi, there is a phrase, rag rag mein. His goal is there in his every blood cell, every part of his mind, every part of his thought, every part of his talk, I can say. So I got amazed. I did not ask about his goal. I did not ask about what do you want to be. No, but he was so obsessed with his goal, rather. He was so immersed with his goal. And there is Ananya Bhavan, they say in Sanskrit, means he and his goal are not apart. They are together. Ananya Bhavana, they say. So that way, his talk is a very casual way also. He didn't say as if he's showing off something great talk just to get my impression. He did. No, I observed that aspect also. He did it in a casual way. What he might have said, guess, and any of you can say. I don't mind what he might have said. Why am I remembering that boy even after 10 years also? Why am I remembering and why am I talking about him? What he would have said. Just any of you can guess. You're most welcome. This is your session, my dear friends. You need to talk. Yes, what he might have said. Anybody can guess. Wild guesses are also acceptable. So there is no right guess only is acceptable. It's not that way. Anything. What he might have told. I asked him and he gave me an answer, and I was surprised, and still I am in that shock, honestly. Still I am in that shock. 10 years ago, this incident took place.
I'm living my dreams.
Okay, you are nearer still, specifically.
I'm designing my life.
I'm designing.
Okay, good. I'm happy that you people are making efforts. Now let me give you a different story. Let me give a different. Let me put a full stop to this story. For the time, comma rather, not a full stop, a comma I put, and I will take you to a different story now. Okay. So in fact, let us assume one of us, bachelor is there. Let us assume. I do not know much about you people. So any one of us is a bachelor, and his marriage got fixed. Now as a team, no, we are all here together. So he arranged a bus, and he's taking us, all of us, to Bangalore for his marriage. Let us assume. So now we are all going. After continuous journey of 2 hours, we got tired, right? So I request that friend, hey, why don't you stop the bus somewhere near a dhaba? We'll have some tea, snacks, and we'll get refreshed. Fine, he's kind enough. So he stopped, asked the driver to stop the bus. The Volvo bus stopped in front of a dhaba, and this particular marriage party is fixed suddenly, all of a sudden. That's the reason I could not communicate with majority of my close friends either. So fine, now I got down, I got freshed up, I stretched, then I am taking some tea, and then I'm enjoying, taking my tea. In the meanwhile, I got a phone call. Then I lifted the call. The person at the other end is asking, what are you doing? A person on the phone at the other end is asking, what are you doing? Now, what should I say? Honestly. So I am taking tea. Should I say? I'm taking tea. Should I say? No. What do I usually? What do I need to say in that condition? The bus
I'm
is.
feeling tired.
I'm going to Bangalore.
I am going to Bangalore.
Bangalore. I'm on the way to Bangalore.
I am on the way to Bangalore. This is what we say, right? So, because I am very clear. I am very clear about my goal. My program is there. It is fixed. This, for example, that particular town, whatever that town is there. So that is of least importance to me. This is only on my way to my goal. That particular town, it does not have much importance beyond that it is just on my way to my goal. That's it. So I do not give much importance to it. So when I am very clear about my goal, without my knowledge, my talk, my thoughts, my behavior is linked and related to my goal. So here, one powerful hint, what I am trying to say you all is that get obsessed with the goal. Goal is not something which you think, okay, this is my goal. It is not a mere thought. It is not a mere passion. It should be obsessed. You should get obsessed with your goal. Obsessed is actually a negative word. I know that, but you should get no other thought in your mind. When you have got that kind of attachment with your goal, then only by all probability you are going to achieve your goal. This is one of the powerful lessons that I got from that boy. So there is a saying in Telugu, Vinadagu nevvaru cheppina. It means whoever says, whether irrespective of their age, you should get the knowledge. Knowledge from all the sources we should accept. From that day onwards, whenever I talk about goal and goal setting, invariably I talk about this incident. By the way, that boy, what he might have said, you are all thinking and you're all curious to know that. Now I'm coming to that main story. So he opened the door and I asked him, what are you doing? He said, Uncle, Anand uncle, I am in the process of getting a job in Microsoft. My God. So his age is hardly 17. By that, in that age group, boys usually they answer, I am pursuing +2, or else I am taking up my degree first year, I'm doing degree first year or something. That kind of answer I expected, and I got really surprised. So next month ending, the results were about to come, JEE mains results. So I made a call because I am also a human being, you know. I am also curious. I'm also naturally a sadistic tinge is there or what, I don't know in me. So when the results came, automatically I picked up the phone and I called my friend. Hey, Naresh, how are you? And how about Gautam Harsha? What is his position? He said, hey, haven't you seen today's newspaper? My son's photo is appearing on all the front pages of all the newspapers. He got the best rank, and his dream is to get in IIT Kanpur. And he wants to finish it off, and then he wants to go ahead with his career. So that way, I closely watched, I closely monitored his progress. And he has got a job in Microsoft, and he worked in Hyderabad for a few years. And now, right now, the status of that boy is he is now working for Google. So he has gone beyond his target. So his target was Microsoft, but he got a job, and better than that, with a package. Today he is working in Google in Paris. He is located in Paris. This is not a cooked up story. It's a real story, and that inspired me also. So it is not something which I have to share something to impress the audience. I'm not saying, as I told you in the beginning, in all these are all my original thoughts and my original experiences and the books which I read. From these things only I'm talking about. So my dear friends, our goal should always be driving us. Our goal should give us motivation. And when it comes to goal, few people you might have observed, they hesitate to tell their goal. Again, you observe that. So few people, they hesitate to tell their goal. What could be the reason? The reason is very simple. They are very modest. We feel they are humble, or they're modest, or they are feeling shy. This is the way we think. But is that the only reason? So I welcome your ideas. Why few people don't worry. I'm not going to ask you your goals. Huh? That is my promise. So my question is very simple. Why few people hesitate to tell their goals? I welcome your ideas. I welcome your answers. Why few people hesitate to share their goals? Even if you ask them also, they don't reveal. Why? What could be the reason?
Because some people may say it is impossible to achieve that goal. That
Okay.
might be the reason.
Very good. So disappointment they are anticipating. Yes, demotivation. Yes, anybody else? Good, very good. So Ravi Prakash, very good. Yes, anybody else? This is your
Or
session, my
fear,
friends.
or maybe fear, because
Fear.
they'll not maybe if they not achieve that goal, then people might laugh at him.
Very good, very good. Yes. Yes, my dear friends. Anybody else? Why people hesitate to share their goals? Perfect, perfect. So Pratiksha Srivatsava and Ravi Prakash have rightly identified. In fact, you see, people, they are mentally fixed. Why people don't share their goals? The reason is that people have fixed in their mind that if I do not achieve my goal, people may laugh at me. People may laugh at me. It means what? They are mentally conditioning their mind for failure. They are mentally conditioning their mind for failure rather than looking at the positive side of their goal and achievement. So this is as simple as that. So when you do not believe in your own self, when you are not confident of your own goal, then how the things are going to happen? So that's the reason, first of all, always tell your goal to two people. Always tell your goal to two people. The first one is those who ask you, and the second one who don't ask you. So this is the so always never hesitate to share your goal. Through this, what happens is that you are building a positive pressure on you. It's not a negative pressure, it's a positive pressure. So people will be reminding you what is your goal. So what do you want to be? What do you want to achieve? If they ask you, always tell them happily, this is what I want to be. This is what I want to achieve. And one more thing I would like to tell you very clearly, that our sentence structure also has to be changed when it comes to achieving the goal. So if someone asks anybody, what is your goal? Then people say that I want to be, I want to become, few people say. So there are three avatars in me. There are three avatars. One avatar is I'm an English trainer. Second one, I'm a personality development trainer. And the third avatar in me is that a personality, a psychologist. A psychologist is also there in me. So when you are saying, I want to become, in that case, I am saying that this become is grammatically wrong. I want to be is the right kind of expression. I want to be is the right expression. Then comes the second one, as a psychologist. Never keep it as a want. When you are using the word want, you always create a distance between you and your goal. A while ago, I told you one Sanskrit phrase, Ananya Bhavana. Means you and your goal are not different. You have already reached there. You have always keep feeling that as if you have achieved, until and unless you mentally feel your goal, until and unless you mentally feel as if you have reached your goal, it will be impossible for you to reach there. So mentally feel, enjoy that particular process, enjoy the pleasures. For example, if you want to be the next, if you want to get the next promotion in your office, then mentally feel, mentally go and sit in that particular chair of your boss's chair. You are mentally sitting and you are enjoying that process. And you visualize all the things, whatever you are doing, the kind of activities that you are doing. So that way, when you are saying want, then you will never be there mentally. You are physically, you are physically also, mentally also, you are here only. So mentally, you have got every right to go to that particular position. So that's the reason, remove from your dictionary hereafter, want is removed. You have to say, I firmly made up my mind. I firmly made up my mind to be the director of my company, whatever. Just an example I'm telling. As per your goals, you can always decide that particular sentence. So in fact, I firmly made up my mind to be. So this is one thing you need to change your sentence structure. I firmly made up my mind is the sentence structure. You have to do that. Next one, you have to write it on a piece of paper and affix it on your dressing mirror, on your bathroom mirror. You can affix it. I firmly made up my mind to be. So whatever is that particular position you want to reach, you can affix it. So this is the way you can create the distance between you and me, and you and the goal is wiped off. You have reached there mentally. And every day make an activity at least for about 5 to 10 minutes. Close your eyes and do a meditation kind of thing. You visualize all the activities that you are going to perform in the capacity of the position that you are reaching. If you want to be the director or the MD or general manager or next position, next promotion, whatever. So there is no charge for that. There is no production cost to produce that movie in your mind. So to produce Bahubali movie, hundreds of crores are needed. So to produce any high budget movies, but the mental picture, what you are trying to build in your mind, it is a free. So every day make it a habit to reach that particular position in your mind, visualize as clearly as possible. And you have to think in your mind as if you have reached your goal. That is the best way you can get your mind connected with your goal. Because goal setting is something, when there is an iota of doubt in our mind, is it possible? Can I achieve? That kind of doubt, once it is there, even in a fraction of doubt in your mind also, then it will be impossible for us to reach the goal. That's the reason always you have to create that particular mental visualization. So this is one of the important aspects related to goal, because there are dreams, there are goals. Try to understand. Now I am talking about the next important topic, dreams and goals. So most of the people, when they say, I want to, I want to, then itself we can understand it's a dream. But having a dream is good, my dear friends. Don't feel bad about it. Having a dream is always good. So I want to, when you are saying, that's good. But a dream is going to remain a dream if you are not going to attach another 5 D's to it. Another 5 D's. D's mean the sense the words that start with all this numerical D. So first D is of course dream. So this is a 6 D's now. So first D is a dream. Along with the dream, you have to attach 5 words which are also going to get started with D's. The first one is discipline. Discipline. And because, my dear friends, you need to have self-discipline in realizing your goal. You need to know the distance between you and your goal. What exactly you want to be, what exactly you want to achieve, where exactly you want to be. And for that to achieve, for that to reach that particular position, you need to have discipline, and more to be more precise, self-discipline, even more to be precise, persistent, consistent self-discipline. That alone will make us achieve our goal. So consistency cannot be inconsistent. So you have to be consistent. You should have consistent self-discipline. So this particular thing comes in the first domain, that is success with the self. So until and unless you have got self-discipline, the professional success is difficult for us to achieve. So by chance, even if we achieve also, to retain that particular position and to continue to be in that particular position, again, we need self-discipline. So we need to make self-discipline a habit. So for us to make our health, that is the first and foremost important thing. Because recently somewhere I heard that a beautiful lecture a person was saying. So by the end of the life, there will be nobody with you. And in fact, your parents, they stay with you for some time. Your family members, they stay with you for some time. Ultimately, it is your body that is going to be there with you forever. It is your body that is going to be there with you till your last breath. Very damaging talk I'm talking, but it is true, right? So you have to take care of your health. Health is wealth. In fact, doctors do not give us health. If any doctors are there in this community, please excuse me. So doctors don't give us health. Doctors only take away the disease from your body. As and when any disease is there, that they take away from your body. But the real health is already there. You just need to retain your real health. So for this, you have to develop healthy habits, like at least half an hour a day. You have to cultivate the habit of doing physical exercise, physical activities, a brisk walk, whatever suits you, swimming, brisk walk, cycling, or going to gym, or doing yoga, or whatever. So this all is the starting point of success with the self. So self-discipline you need to have, and consistently you are working towards your goal. Now I am coming to the second D, that is direction. So dream should get associated with the first D is what? Discipline. And second D you need to get associated with is your direction. You need to know where you are going, and you need to know what is your goal, and towards achieving your goal, in which particular direction you need to travel, what are all the steps that are to be taken up, which particular examinations or entrance examination are to be completed. In that case, in case you have got a particular goal which needs you to appear for promotional interview or some rounds of the interview, whatever, you need to have clarity about the direction. And of course, third D is dedication. You need to get yourself dedicated towards your goal. Then only it is possible. And fourth one is determination. You need to have determination. Yes, come what may, I should not be leaving my path. I am traveling in this path. I am going towards my goal. I am going to achieve my goal. So this is the way you need to have clarity with great amount of determination. And last but not the least, the fifth D is nothing but a deadline. You need to have a time-bound program. I am going to achieve this particular goal by so and so date, by so and so year. So to be more precise, whenever you are designing the statement related to your goal, it is advisable for you to form the statement. At least you need not declare to everyone, you need not declare to, or you need not to say to everyone, but at least you need to have clarity. What is my goal? So for example, your mind, my dear friends, in the very beginning of this session, I told you, our subconscious mind is the one which takes us to our goal. Our subconscious mind is a vehicle which takes us to the goal. If, for example, you get into a cab, you call a cab, and then cab has come, you get into the cab, and until and unless you give him clear destination, the cab does not start. He asks you, where do you want me to take you? Until and unless you tell him, how can he take you there? So you see, if you tell him, take me somewhere where I am going to be comfortable, he does not understand. So take me somewhere where I can take any vehicle to reach other town. Means whether it is a bus stand or a railway station or it is an airport. So again, in a train railway station, means there are so many railway stations in the same city. So which particular railway station, which particular platform? So until and unless we give clarity to a cab driver, the cab does not start. In majority of the cases, our subconscious mind is also facing the same problem from us. So if you ask anybody, what is your goal? How do you want to be? Sir, I want to be successful in life, sir. What is success? So what do you mean by success? What do you want to achieve? Where do you want to reach? Which particular position you want to reach? Which particular designation you want to get? In which particular organization you want to get that? With what amount of pay package you want to get it? In which particular headquarters you want to get it? So my dear friends, I tell you one thing, your mind has got innumerable amount of powers. I am not talking about some, how to say, some spirituality, or I'm not even talking about some wishful thinking. Truth I am talking about. Your mind has got great amount of potential. Even crores and crores of millions people are spending across the globe. So much of amount is being spent on doing research on the mind. The powers of mind, they are doing so much of research is going on. Still, we haven't understood our mind fully. Our mind has got that capacity. Just believe in the fact. You just put a thought in your mind. So this is what I want to achieve. Have you all read one book by Rhonda Byrne? Secret, the book. If yes, type it in the chat box. Yes. Rhonda Byrne's book. Very good. Ravi Chandra Shankar read. Very good. So the book title is A Secret. Yes, there is no secret about it. Huh? So the book title is A Secret. So great. Prashant Kumar. Yes, fantastic. I'm happy. Great, great. Anju, very good. Yes, thank you. Yes. Nevertheless, rest of the people, now you heard it. That's a good thing. So the book title is Secret. The Secret. Writer is a lady, Rhonda Byrne. Rhonda Byrne. Rhonda Byrne. In that book, it has got part 2 also. Ravi, have you read the part 2 of that?
No, sir. No.
Very good. Part 2 is a magic. You read it. In fact, it is more matured. So Secret is a bit first version of it. So it's a raw version, and you will get the real essence of Secret book in that magic book. MAGIC, magic. It is going
Okay, sir. Sure.
practical guide for you. Magic is a practical guide how to use the concept of secret. So if you are all interested in letting me know the book, do you want me to tell about secret book? If you want me to tell, put it in chat box. BIO, bring it on. Then only I will tell. BIO, bring it on. Then I will tell about the book. Bring it on. BIO, very good. 1, 2. Good. Only 2 people. Good. Ravi Chandra, of course. Devi, good. Thank you. Jailal, great. Thank you. So today participation is not as per my expected levels. I think you're all fully immersed and enjoying. Of course, I can understand, but your participation makes me more enthusiastic. So anyhow, the book Secret, it tells about, honestly telling, if you read that book, it appears to be something crazy. I'm using the right word, crazy. What is this? You feel that way. So what that writer says in a nutshell, the concept of that book is that whatever your mind visualize, whatever your mind visualizes, it is going to be achieved. Whatever you dream of, it can be achieved. Whatever you aspire, it is going to be achieved. Only condition is that it should be specific. It should be specific, and it should be clear, and it should be meticulous, and it should be in the clear visual form. For example, if you want to own a very big apartment, very big property. So if you simply say, I want to have a big property, no, your mind will not get it. You should visualize how many stories, how many, what is the color, what is the design, facing which direction, and how it is going to be. That you have to a dream house rather. So you have to visualize as clearly as possible. And that writer, Rhonda Byrne, she challenges one more thing. Now, then I got convinced. She challenges one thing. Whatever you have today with you, whether it is a small piece of pen, or a car, or a motorcycle, or a bungalow, or a life partner. Now, what to do? So, whatever you have, whatever you have visualized in the past, that kind of things only are there with you, she says. Honestly, I agreed. In fact, right from my childhood, I have a dream. I should buy a car. And somehow from the past few years, I have got a dream to purchase Wagoner. I do not know what is so great about Wagoner, but I got a dream to get a Wagoner. Now Wagoner is there with me. And more or less, whatever kind of wife I wanted to have, more or less I got the similar kind of beautiful wife, and I'm happy with her. Of course, it is with wives, full happiness will not be there. A gentleman will agree. So, so to a great extent, all the dreams, whatever I have dreamt of, they have got realized full and fully. So whatever I had in my dream, they are in reality now. So in fact, you see, all of you might have thought we should attend a particular program which will give us some amount of information about goals and goal setting, which gives me some clarity about my career, about the path you might have dreamt of in the past. Today you are here. So that particular author, Rhonda Byrne, in a challenging way, she says, whatever you thought of in the past, because of that, you are today, you have all those things. In the same way, whatever you dream of today, you are going to get all of them in the future. So that's the reason only condition she puts, again I am saying, the only condition you need to put is that visualization. And for that, she gives some techniques also in that particular book. So that some chart, it is not mandatory, of course. Visualization is sufficient, but some extra inputs also she suggests. So whatever dream house you have, you draw that particular picture and you put it and affix it and every day have a look at it. That kind of things also she suggests. But that particular book, I really got impressed. And I suggested that book to so many people. And I got a very favorable responses. Exactly after 6 months, my dear friends, you are also going to come to me and you are going to say, sir, you gave me one very good book. You suggested me a wonderful book. Whatever unrealized dreams were there in our mind, they got clarity and we got the path. We got our dreams realized. So in fact, there is nothing great about that book. In fact, that book is also inspired by so many other books. So the truths, eternal truths, she has just penned it down and she has put in that particular thing. That particular book does not promote any religion. That particular book does not propagate any particular philosophy. It is all about our subconscious mind, the powers of our subconscious mind. So that is one thing I would like to tell you very clearly. When you have a goal, if it is only there as a word, if it is only there as a matter of courtesy, you are saying, this is my goal, then it is unlikely to be achieved. Your goal should be linked. Your dream should be linked with the 5 D's. They are discipline, direction, determination, dedication, and more importantly, the deadline. By so and so date, by so and so year, by so and so month, that way, that much of determination, that much of specificity, that much of clarity, if you can give, attach to your goal, for example, for sure, you are going to achieve it. If you all fully agree with me, kindly type it in the chat box, yes. Kindly type it in the chat box, yes. Good. Fantastic. Good, good, good. Very good, my dear friends. So now the path is very clear ahead of us. So there is a great trainer in the world. You might have heard of his name. His name is, in fact, he says one very good motivational thing. Jim Rohn, he says one motivational thing that you cannot start your day unless you finished it off. You cannot start your day unless you finished it off. It appears to be meaningless sentence. Huh? You cannot start your day unless you get it finished off. How can it be? What he means to say is that you plan it meticulously. So you finish it on a paper. That's what he means to say. Don't start your day unless you finished it off on a piece of paper. Means planning. What do you want to do tomorrow? Right from the morning, at what time you are going to get up, at what time you are going to brush, at what time you are going to go to office, and what are the things you are going to do, what is the spare time you have, and what are the plans you have, and towards your goal, what is the kind of time that you have allocated tomorrow. So this way, until and unless you have got a clear plan for tomorrow, you don't start your day tomorrow. Very dangerous, very damaging statement, but it's true. So most of the things, most of the truths are hurting in life. That is the reality of the life. So if you are starting a day without a proper plan, you are ready to waste one more day. That's what he says. So don't start your day without finishing it off. Don't start your week without finishing it off on the paper. Don't start your month without finishing it off. Don't start your year without finishing it off. So of course, don't start your life without finishing it off on the paper. So this is the true goal setting. Your subconscious mind, I was talking about secret at this point. So the book Secret, it says your subconscious mind drives you to your goal. You just need to put an order, that's it. In smartphone we take and we put an order in Amazon, and the order comes, that's it. And he knocks the door and he gives it. Then we are not bothered. How does it come? Where does it start? Who is going to pack it? Is it possible to come? It is raining, now because of the lockdown, all the trains are not functioning fully. Will it come? We are not doubting. We are trusting the Amazon fellow. So in the same way, we need to trust the universal power. The book Secret, again, it talks here, very powerful thing. The whole universe is a mind, it says. It's a complicated thing I am talking about, because that is what given in that book also. I'm not promoting that book. So even if you buy that book, I don't get any commission. So I'm just sharing the knowledge, sharing the information. The whole world is a universe. That's what she says, Rhonda Byrne. And your thoughts are directly connected with the supreme power in the universe. Of course, I am happy that she is not promoting any religion over there. So the power is one. All the religions are one, and the entire power is one, and the God is one. So fine. So Rhonda Byrne says here, the whole universe is a mind or a brain. Your brain is also part of that brain. Your brain, his brain, his brain, his brain. All these brains are part of that particular universal brain. And in that particular brain, if you are starting a thought seriously, if you are sending a thought into the universe, and if you are very serious, if you are very clear, if you are very passionate, and if you are very ambitious, and if it has got time bound and specificity, if it has, it is going to happen. It is bound to happen. Only thing is that specificity. The watchword over here is specificity. As I told you, don't start your day without finishing it off on a piece of paper. Don't start your life without finishing it off. In the same way, in life, whatever you want to achieve, so that you put it on a piece of paper. You maintain a book, a notebook, you purchase a fresh one. Don't go for old books. Purchase a fresh notebook, hardly 100 pages or 200 pages, I don't mind. So purchase it and write very honestly. Don't show it to me. Don't show it even to your spouse also. Even if she or he comes also, share it is my personal, you tell, don't worry. So it is purely your personal. What is that you want to achieve in your life? As I told you, begin the end in the mind. Begin with the end in your mind. So that way, if you put on the piece of paper with a specificity, great amount of minutest of the minute details also you mention it. This is how I want to build my life. This is how the people should remember me when I pass away from this particular mortal world. So once you have got that kind of clarity in your mind, then universal power is going to make your dream realized. So this is, it sounds a bit crazy. Honestly, I felt that way. Honestly, I felt that when I read that particular book, and they are not small people. The people who share this book is a compilation of the experiences of the people. So when I read the experiences of the people, the scientists, the nuclear physicists, and then quantum physics scientists and great scientists across the world, when they shared their experiences, I got amazed. And I too thought, I put a time-bound program in 6 months. I should have this, I should have that. That way, I thought of all my dreams got realized one by one with that particular book. So it is up to you how you are going to use, not the book, how you are going to use your mind, your subconscious mind, the power of your subconscious mind. So this is what is there in the power, it is what there in your mind. The power of your mind is, how to say, innumerable. You cannot count it. Only thing is that one caution I am giving you, and she gave me, is that don't doubt. You are putting an order, that's it. In an Amazon, you're putting an order. This is what I want. Fine. Wait for it. That's it. It will arrive. So keep dreaming, keep visualizing. Things are going to happen. Your goal should have 5 more qualities. So your goal should be filled with the 5 Ds. It should be attached with the 5 Ds. I remember. I told you. You remember? So dream plus discipline, direction, dedication, determination, and deadline. Fine. Apart from that, your goal should have few more qualities. They are smart. Your goal should be a smart goal. This you can apply it in your life. So there are this SMART. It stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound. Specific means I want to get a job. Few people say, let it be clear what job you want to get, which company you want to get, in which organization, in which particular country, which particular position, in which particular town, and with what amount of salary, with which particular designation. Specificity. So your goal should always be smart enough, specific. Next, measurable. This is nothing but more or less a while ago we discussed, that is a direction. What are all the steps you have to take? What are all the eligibility rounds, eligibility criteria you need to have? For this to have, first you need to have SWOT analysis. So SWOT analysis, most of you must be aware of. SWOT. S stands for your strengths. W stands for your weakness. And O stands for the opportunities that are there ahead of you. With your existing skills, with your existing qualification, with your existing experience, what is there for you in future? What kind of opportunities are there? So that is, you have to be honest with this SWOT analysis. Again, it is purely for your personal reference. No need to show it to anybody. So then T is the threat. What are the threats that are there ahead of you? So with your current position, if you continue with the same thing without sharpening your skills, what kind of dangers are there ahead of you? What kind of risks you may be taking? So this kind of awareness you need to have. So this SWOT analysis, if you do on a continuous basis, then you will be getting clarity. What kind of skills I need to acquire? So specific, measurable, that is what I'm talking about. Then only you will be getting measurable tools. This is what I can take up. This course I have to take up. I have to improve my communication skills. I have to improve my spoken English. I have to improve my English, fluency in English. I have to acquire the good amount of knowledge related to vocabulary, whatever. So then specific, measurable. Third one is achievable. Your goal should be achievable. If you set a goal which is beyond the achievable limits, then sometimes your subconscious mind will not cooperate. Hey, chalo, it is impossible. So it should be measurable and it should be achievable also. I will give an example at the end of it. Then your goal should be realistic. It should be realistic. It is not something crazy you expect and you should not get disappointed. It should be realistic. And finally, it should be time bound. T stands for time bound. For example, I want to reach onto moon tomorrow evening. By tomorrow evening, I should reach onto the moon. This is my goal, let us assume. Is it specific? Yes, it is specific. On so and so angle of the moon at so and so place. Everything now I can calculate. Specific. Is it measurable? Yes. The distance between the Earth and the moon is measurable. Then is it achievable? Fine, it is achievable. But is it realistic? By tomorrow evening, I want to reach. It is not realistic. So that way it has got time bound, it has got achievability, and it is specific, it is measurable. But what is missing? It is not achievable. So that way, if you are setting a goal, it should satisfy all these 5 points. Then for sure you are in a position to achieve your goal, my dear friends. So this is how you can design your goal. And to begin with, your goal can be split into short-term, mid-term, and long-term goal. So 7 years plan you can start. So these are all for the professional achievements, skills I'm talking about. So as I told you that begin with the end in the mind. So how the people should remember you when you leave this world, that is going to be your ambition in life. That is how you should design your life. In that direction, you should set your path. And towards that path, in the coming 7 years, what do you want to be? Start writing right now. So make it a habit to dream big. Make it a habit to have a specific goal. Then comes in the next 3 to 5 years. That is a midterm goal. 5 to 7 years, long-term goal. 3 to 5 years midterm goal, and next 1 year, 12 months, very, very clear. You need to be very much specific about that part. For example, if you want to write a book, let us assume, in the next year, if you want to write a book, then that book should contain 1,200 pages. Let us assume 1,200. So for this, it is very, very simple. 12,000 words. Pages is too much. 12,000 words it should have. Right. Now, 12 months, 12,000 words. For 1 month, how many words? Hardly 1,000 words. So for each day, very, very simple. You have to divide it. On Sundays, you can take a break. I don't mind. So 1,000 words by 25 working days. So hardly how many words? I'm poor in maths. 1,000 words. So per month divided by 25 days. So very, very reasonable. So now big target has become very small, achievable, realistic, measurable, specific. So this is how you should decide. You should set your goal, cut it into small pieces. And one more powerful tip I'm giving at the end now. This is the last tip I'm giving. And believe in the fact, Pepsi used to give long ago one ad, "Ye dil mange more," they used it to say. Means something extra. So your specific goal, you have split it and then you have made it a small achievable goal. And after achieving that for that particular day, don't take rest. A little bit more. If you have to write 1,000 words, for example, in a day, let us assume. So don't stop with the 1,000th word. Write another 50 words extra. So then see the difference, how your subconscious mind is going to feel. Your subconscious mind is going to feel on cloud 9. It is going to feel elevated and it is going to get elated and it is supplying you more and more amount of positive energy that is going to make you wake up next day morning with a great energy and positivity, enthusiasm and self-belief and self-esteem. So this is how you can design your goal. So set a goal, divide for that first 7 years goal, 5 years goal, next 1 year goal. So that first 1 year goal, you divided it by 12 months. Then again, divide it by 25 working days. Again, divide it by next 1 week. What should you be doing? Divide it by things to do tomorrow, next day. What should I be doing? And by the end of, before the start of the day, every day, you have to analyze what is that I am going to do today. So it should be ready previous night itself. What you should be doing today, that planning should be ready previous night. So next day morning, you get up and just have a look. These are all the things I have to do. And I advise you, don't depend on any app. Don't depend on any software. Do it manually. Maintain a small notebook. Things to do today. Write it neatly and chalk them down and write them down. And each task, once you finished it off, put a tick mark against it. Each tick gives you great amount of positive energy. If you have the habit of doing this, continue it. If you don't have the habit of doing this, develop it. It gives you great amount of positive energy. Things to do today. So that list should be ready previous night itself. The moment you get up in the morning, and don't hesitate to write the minutest details also. I don't mind. I have to brush by 5:30 in the morning. I should go for a morning walk. I should take tea by this time. I should read newspaper by this time. Like that, you maintain a systematic schedule for your next day so that you are not deviating. So only few people write major tasks only they write. So instead of that, small activities also if you write, and each of them, if you are putting a tick mark against it, then your subconscious mind is getting great amount of energy and some kind of endorphins are released in your mind. I am getting, I am doing, I am achieving. That positive energy is flowing in your mind. So then again, in this particular things to do today in that schedule, you can put ABCDE method. Means a priority. Amongst them, the topmost priority work, you put A with a sketch pen, you write beside that, this is A. Next important thing, this is B. That is a way if you write it, then next day morning you have got clarity. So otherwise what happens is that I am doing all the tick marks are going on, but my works are still pending only. That kind of feeling you get. By the end of the day, sometimes what happens is that all unimportant things only you perform and important things are remained undone and you postpone it to next day. So that way it may happen. To avoid that, best thing to do is that you give priority also. to the important tasks, A, B, C, D, E method. So the important things also you are doing. And consistency is more and more important. And one thing I tell you, my dear friends, this is related as a personality development trainer, I am telling. So always you be kind to others, be cruel with yourself. Be kind to others. So when people are not able to perform their tasks, motivate them, encourage them, help them. And with yourself, you be a taskmaster. Until and unless I do this, I don't sleep. Until and unless I do this, I don't sleep. Have that kind of commitment. So for this, you can have a gratification method. Gratification method is a powerful method that you are rewarding yourself. You are awarding yourself. You are giving an incentive to yourself. You are giving a chocolate to yourself. So if you have the habit of taking ice creams, let us suppose, it's an example I'm telling. If you like taking coffee too much, if you have the habit of taking tea too much, or if you have the habit of taking biryani, or if you have the habit of watching your favorite hero or heroine's movie, whatever is something like it, keep it as a prize for yourself. So until and unless I perform this task, I am not eligible to take my favorite chocolate. So this way, you are conditioning your mind in such a way, you are rewarding yourself and you are giving motivation to yourself. So this is the one method which is going to make you a real winner, because you are a winner today on a day-to-day basis. Then this particular journey is going to continue, because if you postpone the things and if you set a target and you put it aside, and if you are not working towards it, you just keep it as a dream and you are waiting for the right opportunity, and right opportunity will never come. In fact, you have to set the target, cut it into pieces, and make a daily habit of achieving it on a day-to-day basis. Reward yourself, feel happy, appreciate yourself, and share your happiness with your family members, and keep sharing your goal with your family members, with the friends, and affix it on a piece of mirror, in a piece of paper, and affix it on a mirror, and then definitely you are going to be in the right direction. Now, my dear friends, with this I come to the conclusion of my today's session, and I invite your questions if you have any, and or else I want to take your feedback. How do you feel about this particular session today in 30 seconds? And don't be shy in sharing your thoughts. How do you feel? I welcome your views about today's session. It was fabulous. Pratiksha, thank you. Pratiksha Srivastava, very good. So fantastic. You can share. You can share your thoughts. You can switch on, unmute yourself, and you can tell. I don't mind. I'm not asking only appreciation, how it helped you, this program, how did it help you, and what you expected, did you get it in this program? That is what I wanted to know.
Sir, I got clarity on the what do you mean by success. Like I thought of it as a one parameter, but as you said it right, it has a dimensional factors.
Excellent, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
This session was a surprise.
Yes, Pratiksha madam.
This session was a surprise for me.
Wow,
I never thought that this kind of knowledge I will be getting. Wow. Seriously, I'm really honored. Thank you.
Thank you.
Because now so much clarity and in my thoughts are there.
Very good.
Everybody has a dream, but we really don't know how to achieve that dream. Because of that subconscious mind and confusion in our thoughts. So you have given us clarity. How can we achieve? And now it doesn't seem to be impossible.
Perfect.
Otherwise sometimes you feel that maybe I'll not be able to achieve that. But it seems to be very, very possible now.
Perfect. So I'll be glad if you achieve your goal, and if you're going to give me your feedback in another 6 months. So I achieved my target.
Ready to invest that time with you.
Very good. Yes, my dear friend. Yes.
Sir, if you don't mind, can you repeat like the 4 types of quadrants of success? It's success of family, society,
success is self.
Yeah.
Self, family, society, and profession.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I could not write those names of the 2 books which you told in starting.
Kids are making noise in which home? Kids.
Naveen.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Kindly mute. Great. I really like kids, in fact. Okay. No problem.
Sir, two books, the name of two books, which
So,
you told in the start.
first one is a radio talk. Early 90s.
Radio talk.
You can get it in YouTube. I will share it in the group also. Don't worry.
Okay, sir. First one was radio talk and another?
That radio talk was Early Nightingales, the strangest
Night.
secret in the world. And the book is A Secret by Rhonda Byrne.
Right.
And Magic is part 2 of A Secret. And another book is Ikigai. Ikigai. Yes, I will put it all this. You are in the group, right?
Right.
WhatsApp group?
Yes, I'm there in the group.
Yes. Anju, you are trying to say something. Kindly unmute yourself and speak up. Messages I am not getting clearly. Yes, Anju. Hello, Anju, are you there? You can unmute yourself and you can speak up. Right. Yes, anybody else, my dear friends? I think Jafar was also trying to say something. Mr. Jafar, are you there? Yes, Mr. Jafar. So fantastic, my dear friends. Yes, Mr. Balakrishnan.
Yeah, sir. I also not expected this type of knowledge sharing, sir. Actually, I thought in a different manner. Now I got a lot of knowledge for these goal settings and everything. It is very much helpful for my profession also, because I am also in a pharmaceutical now.
Very good.
It is very much helpful. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Balakrishnan. Thank you for your time. So very good. So, my dear friends, tomorrow we are going to assemble again. We are going to take up this public speaking skills. All of us need to give public speeches. So, this is one aspect which is very much needed. So, tomorrow let us reassemble by sharp 7 o'clock. So, I wish you all the best. I wish you great success, and really I enjoyed this particular session. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful session, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.